Cleared. Call it.
But, Doctor...
Call it! There was nothing we could do. Another one falls to sequelitis. So Moana 2 is the sequel to the highly successful and very enjoyable animated film Moana. Oh my gosh, has it been 7 years? 8 years. I'm out. Auli'i Cravalho reprises her role as Moana, along with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Maui. They're on a new quest for the most obvious corporate reason possible. 'Cause sequel needed to happen. Only this time around, Moana has a new crew of idiots. Starting with the positive, you know the real star of this film? The animators. Those hard-working, below-the-line folks that never get any credit. You all crushed it, sincerely. The animation in this film is impressive. It's gorgeous. Look, from what I understand, water effects are tricky. In a Moana movie, you want the water to look good. Water didn't look good. The water looked great, as does the color contrast throughout. The film, visually, looks vibrant. Does the movie in its execution feel as vibrant as it looks? Well, here's the problem. The movie has shaky setup. During the first half of this movie, after about the 4th time I checked my watch, I found myself asking the question, but why are we here? Which we know the answer if we break the 4th wall. Sequels need to happen for reasons. This movie was a flashy series of events that led to a fight against a storm at the end. I mean, if we're gonna be that way, at the very least, give me characters I find interesting or have good chemistry. When Moana and Maui are together, it's fun. Meantime, you're hanging out with a new crew that just feels useless. It just felt crowded. I found myself asking, why are they there? What's the point? And although there comes a reason for a couple of them where they do the thing, there's some sort of perilous situation and someone's like, oh, I can fix it because that's kind of my thing. Well, one of them does anyway, but it was painfully obvious. The movie should hide that a little more. Make them feel like they have something to offer before that moment, not just nothing, the moment. Okay, so that's why you're here. The characters had nothing else to offer, and they acted like idiots. Not lovable idiots like some Disney animated animal characters can be, but no, just idiots. When they're all on this ship together, interacting, it was chaos. And I was like, why are you all acting dumb? And that reason is actually the most obvious reason in the movie. It's juvenile slapstick for kids. But it's an animated movie. It's supposed to be for kids. Respectful pushback. There are movies that are made for kids, but the great Disney animated films are made for families, kids and adults. Entertaining for kids, but while parents are watching, they don't look as comatose as the parents looked in the screening of Moana 2. I did the thing, I don't know if you do this thing, but after checking my watch a few times, I do the thing where I kind of lean over and look down the rest of the row in the movie theater I'm sitting in, just to see the faces of the other people down the row. They all looked asleep. Is the music in Moana 2 as good as Moana 1? No. Credit where credit's due, though. There were a couple songs in this movie I like. But in the last half hour of this movie, when it finally focuses up and they're like, hey, we gotta do this thing, when they're doing the thing, it was entertaining enough. That kind of feels like a point. The last half hour of this movie feels like something was actually happening. The previous hour of the movie felt like they were drawing out the setup because they needed a runtime that was at least 90 minutes long. But the movie is about 90 minutes long. That's always nice, especially when you're putting the audience to sleep, which it was in fact putting me to sleep. You know when your eyes water, you're so tired? That was happening. Believe I got a full night's sleep the night before, so I'm gonna go ahead and blame Moana 2 for that. In the end, yeah. Classic case of sequelitis. This movie had its cute enough moments, exciting enough action sequences, even had a moment of heart by the end. But there's nothing threading these moments into a plot, forming an adventure worth going on. Or paying for. It doesn't help Moana 2 that 2024 has actually had some really good animated films come out. Transformers 1, Wild Robot, Inside Out 2, all of which available on streaming right now. You want an animated film for the family this Thanksgiving? Look elsewhere, save yourself some money. I'm not gonna remember Moana 2 in T-minus 1 day. Yep. Already forgot. All right, so Moana 2, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's a classic case of sequelitis for you? The sequel that falls short of the first film or the franchise, feels really forced in movies or games, whichever, whatever it is, whatever you think. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.